Welcome to the True Life in God Daily Podcast, where we hear God's voice in our times. We get to really know Him, and we enter into a more personal relationship with Him.
December 26, 1987. On the night between December 25 to 26, Jesus was emphasizing the importance of Garabandal's message with those of Fatima's, and that they are similar. It was as though I did not rest that night. The message was ringing in my ears repeatedly, and Jesus was emphasizing His presence.
Fatima's shrine cries out for the sanctification of Garabandal. I have taught you to read the signs of the times. Are you looking for those signs? How can you not tell the signs? Have you no perception? Why are your minds closed? Why do you refuse to see? Why do you refuse to hear? Have you forgotten my words? Why repeat your mistakes? Beloved, why are all these venomous attacks on the message of Garabandal, given by your Holy Mother, who is the Ark of Alliance of my word to you? The opposition my sacerdootles have towards Garabandal's apparitions and message are all maneuvers of Satan. Once again, as in Fatima, he is trying to prevent my message from becoming universal. Have you not understood that Satan, knowing the value of my salvation plan, given through my mother at Garabandal to mere children, is trying once again to erase my plan, thus leaving you all in darkness to fall? Satan is redoubling his efforts more than ever now to triumph over your Holy Mother, maneuvering my church to deny these apparitions, which are the sequel of Fatima's message of salvation. Satan, in his fury, is trying to prevent you from feeding upon me. My salvation plan is clear. I come to redeem my children. Recognize my voice. Do not be surprised at the kind of instruments I use. I have chosen a nothing, knowing nothing, a blank canvas, so that it is clear that the works covering this sheet will be from me.
Canvas.
And that you believe that it is I, Jesus, beloved Son of God, who speaks this time. Among you is my kingdom. My Abels, I know you will recognize me again. Oh, beloved, how I love you. I will unveil to you my plan soon.
Lord, if the sacerdotals do not recognize your voice, then, Lord, what happens?
Vassula, it is not up to you to ask. Dust and ashes.
With these two words, God reminded me that I am the least of all His creatures.
Let me guide you as I wish. Leave these things for me.
Yes, Lord.
Oh, come, do not misunderstand me. I am love. Learn to accept. Come, us, we. I will replenish your lamp.
Yes, Lord. I thank you for taking care of me with love.
Let us go.
December 28, 1987. If I forget myself and dare utter a judgment upon anybody, or think that I understand more than others, in no time God reminds me whom He has to give His message. Just by a penetrating look of His eyes upon me, He puts me in my place, fixing me where I should be. Just by His words, dust and ashes, He reminded me that I'm nothing, and the least of all his creatures. No, some will not understand this. They would think that because he has chosen me to take his word, I am worthy. But don't you understand? By choosing me, who am the least of all, God shows what fathomless mercy he has on us, that even to the least he gives. Wouldn't he then give a lot more to those who are so much more worthy in his eyes than I, if they ask with faith? Have you not noticed his patience with me? Instead of striking me, his love flows with more abundance. How could his creatures reject him? But I shouldn't talk, since I belonged in these sort of people before. Now I'm saying, cherish your God as much as you cherish your breath, for without your breath you will die. God gave us life by breathing in us. His breath is our life. God is our breath. God is our life.
O Vassula, my Abel shall live this time. Sincerity will abolish evil.
Sincerity will abolish evil. This could be as well. Abel will conquer Cain.
Blessed are those who stimulate my word. Blessed are my sheep who recognize my voice. Blessed are those who will feed my lambs again. Blessed are the simple in heart. Blessed are those who will pray the rosary on the day of Garabandal's sanctification, and whose knees are bent and hail my mother.
God foretells this event.
Blessed are those who will carry my cross of peace and love, uniting. Blessed are my sheep who return to Peter. Blessed are those who humble themselves and follow my example. Blessed are those who follow my command and love one another as I love you. Blessed are those who bear witness of me and are not scandalized of me. Vassula, beloved of my soul, have faith and trust me. I am your heavenly teacher. Never doubt of my word. Come, you are weak. Come lean on me, who am your strength.
Yes, Lord, I need you. I cannot do without you ever.
Love me, desire me, be my heaven. Ah, Vassula, now you sacrificing for me, but soon I will have you near me.
I'm longing for that day.
Stay near me. I have got something to ask you.
Yes, Lord.
For my sake, Vassula, for my sake, will you learn the rosary? Hail my mother at all times. Will you do this for me, Vassula?
Yes, Lord. I am willing to learn. Lord, help me learn.
This is what I desire to hear from all of you who do not know. The same words. Yes, Lord. I am willing to learn. Lord, help me learn. I will teach you all, you who are willing to learn. Come, daughter, rest in me. I shall not forsake you ever.
Jesus must have felt how I long for him and suffer out there. It's the wave again of desiring God, wanting to be his sacrifice, detached totally. I seem to waver. Remaining here, I might feed some of his lambs who never refuse his new bread, pleasing him for the return of new souls. Being with him will be marvelous too for me. What is best? December 31, 1987. My God, I am praying that the churches will believe in your message.
Vassula, To believe in me is a grace given by me.
One has to pray and ask God for this grace.
Hear me, Vassula. You will speak from my mouth and will speak of the tribulations that my church will undergo. This revelation is my voice. Recognize the signs of the times. Accept my message. Taste my message. Eat my message. Woe for the unfaithful.
Later on,
Little one, do you love me?
I adore you endlessly, Lord.
Yes, Vassula, love me. Make up for your past. Make up for those who do not love me. Flower, every flower needs light, knowing what effect it has on its petals. Daughter, will you repent?
I repented of my old sins and the present ones, as he was preparing me to receive Holy Communion.
Resent all these things from the depths of your soul. Resent impurity, for this was the vice of Sodom.
Impurity of the soul. January 1, 1988. My God.
I am. Take my hand. Take now my other hand and walk.
This was once before said, giving me the same vision of God taking both of my hands when I was supposed to go forward into a new theme.
Walk. Walk, beloved, advance. Do not fear. I have nominated you my bearer not only for one part of my creation, but the entire. Vassula, wait and you shall see. I have not yet come close enough to the middle of my message. I can work without you, Vassula, but I delight sharing my works with you, flower. I am God, and I suffice by myself. Every new step you take, I bless. So advance, beloved. Advance with me. Go forward.
Lord Almighty, help me to advance since it's your will. I can't alone. As usual, I will ask you to carry me. I'm incapable of whatsoever.
Vassula, I will help you, for I am your strength.
January 2, 1988. Lord Almighty, preserve us from falling into error, because it can be devastating, wiping out entire nations only by committing one error, like in the beginning.
Yes, Vassula, fear this plague, for error is a contaminating plague.
My God, I have read somewhere that the reason the Church might be reluctant accepting private revelations is because all that there is to know is already in the Bible. So they do not accept any new revelation. I mean, not new as theme, but new apart from the Bible. Going out of this brings fear upon them, thinking the new or private revelation might lead them astray.
Vassula, when I see my creation bound to fall into my enemy's pit, would I just sit and watch them fall without wanting to rush to their rescue? Do you remember when I healed a dropsical man on a Sabbath? What had I asked the Pharisees?
Lord, I have to check the Bible.
Fetch then my word.
I did, and checked Luke 14, 1-6.
Yes, daughter. I asked, is it against the law to cure a man on the Sabbath or not? It did not answer. I said, which of you here, if his son falls into a well or ox, will not pull him out on a Sabbath day without hesitation? And to this day they could find no answer.
This is a symbolic sentence for our era.
Today I am asking those who refuse this revelation this question. Is it against my law in your era to save my creation from falling by my providential works of today? Vassula, I am Jesus, and Jesus means Savior.
Tell them, Lord. Remind them then, Lord, of all this.
Beloved, they have crowned my heart with a wreath of thorns. My sacred heart is bleeding.
Jesus, do they realize this?
I will silently step at their door and without knocking enter their house and show them my sacred heart. Those who would prove sincere will realize their error. Come, daughter, us, we.
Yes, Lord, united. January 4, 1988.
Vassula.
God's tone sounded urgent, mixed up with sorrow.
Oh, Vassula. I have one of my beloved daughters lying dead, a sister of yours.
Who's lying dead, Lord?
My well-beloved daughter, Russia. Come, and I will show her to you.
God, having taken me at an edge of a desert, he pointed with his index finger, his arm stretched out, far out, under the scorching sun, his daughter and sister of mine lying dead, her body, emaciated from tyranny, lying dead in the middle of wilderness. She seemed abandoned even at her death. She died all alone, with no one near her to console her. When I saw this painful sight, I burst into tears out of pity for her. I cried bitterly when I saw her.
Oh, do not weep. I will resurrect her, Vassula. I will resurrect her for my glory. I will revive her as I have revived Lazarus.
Oh God, you give me so much pain.
This pain you feel is nothing compared to mine. I love her, Vassula. Have pity on her too. I will not leave her lying dead and exposed in the scorching winds. Vassula, love your sister. Pity her. Go to her. Love her. Love her. For she is so unloved by everyone. Vassula, she had abandoned me and turned against me. She turned against me when she grew, and when it was her time for love, I called her to share my cloak, but instead she walked away. Feeling mature, she believed she would be able to feed herself on her own. She turned her back to me and walked away. Like an unfaithful wife, she fled. My beloved, do you know what it is like losing a daughter? My heart lacerated. I wept. Like this was not enough, she proudly and without the slightest remorse declared openly war against me, her father, and against all the martyr saints. She believed in me no more. She stopped worshiping me, hoping in me, and loving me. She seemed to have forgotten the love we once shared. I had given her sons and daughters, but in her fury she slaughtered my children and handed them over to Satan as one offers a burnt offering. Then, as though this was not enough, she turned to Satan and made a pact with him to be faithful to him and worship him instead, if he would offer her all which she desired. Satan agreed, with the condition to leave him free. Satan then disconnected her entirely from me. She let him cut our bonds. He made her trust him. Treacherous as he is, he led my daughter into marshlands first, where she would have to lean on him for fear of sinking into quicksands. She asked him to allow her to lean entirely on him. Vassula, like Jerusalem at one time, who fled from my house of holiness, to become a daughter of no morals, offering her children one after the other as a sacrifice. Russia, my daughter, thought it wise to do the same. She took my holy presents, offering them to Satan, who turned them all into weapons. Satan blinded her with his glory, and in her blindness removed her from the marshlands and placed her into the wilderness to thirst and die. I saw her walking naked and struggling in her own blood. I called her, but she would not listen. I called her again, but she would not hear my call. Instead, she provoked me, calling her younger sisters to support her morals. If they refused, she forced them with her sword. Have I not said, "He who will raise the sword shall perish by the sword"? I rationed her bread so that she would need my bread, but she preferred to starve rather than eat from me. Exhausted and hungered, she sent her younger sisters to continue her wicked works in secret, because her vanity was inspired by vanity himself, who is Satan. Her land bore not enough to feed her. She became, as one would say, a dependent on my enemy. Daughter, do no more now. I will continue tomorrow with this message. Come, let me bless you, daughter. Feed on me. We, us?
Yes, Lord.
You've just listened to the True Life in God podcast. We can't wait to see you tomorrow with a new episode.